flipping. What are we doing here?
Let's flip this thing over.
Oh, poor vet cart.
How do you feel?
I feel upside down.
And I'm like, those are the sparks that are going to catch us on fire. I planned ahead for that.
I have a fire suit, but no head sock, no socks, no gloves. Yeah, the extremities, they weren't going to work out too well. That cart concept is solid. On road, it goes off-road, it rides on its roof. Maybe it's not so good at driving on two wheels, or maybe I just suck that bad. I don't know. The only way to really figure that out is to either convince Jamie or David to get behind the wheel right now. Even though half the road is just ground off from that awesome slide. The tubing's no longer round. It's down to a fine point. There's enough air pressure. I think you can go again.
I have news. Jamie and I went to the instant replay, and his professional analysis is basically this car can't lose. You were good. You got the thing up to the point, but the thing is, because the center of gravity of this is so low, it has to stand up so tall that the right-hand tire is almost flat to the ground. So when you steered right, it's so much on the sidewall that it caught. You can see the tire actually fold back at an angle, and it skids, and then it's so bad, it actually popped off the ground. And that's why it went over.
It was over fast.
Yeah.
It's up and then steer a little and power flip itself.
So is the vet cart really the ultimate all-around performance vehicle? I'm gonna go ahead and go with no. In the sand dunes, it was fun, but pretty sub-average in truth. And you saw what happened when we tried to get it up on two wheels. But do you really blame the vet cart, or do you blame Finnegan? I'm gonna go with blame roadkill, because failing is what we do. And I gotta say, the vet cart is a little worse for the wear. The front suspension is shattered. I'm telling you, when that tire folded under in the front, it took that rack and pinion and exploded it like a hand grenade. And the roll cage, it's got some areas that are ground down as thin as aluminum foil. But the good news, we did
I forgot to turn on the bot for this, so give me a minute. The Twitch bot, at least.
Donuts and burnouts with no steering whatsoever. Can't leave you without getting some good two-wheeling action. And the good news is, our ambulance driver, he offered up his personal Scion minivan. And stunt driver Jamie looked at that thing and said,
there we go.
What? I can do this.
How's it going? Going pretty good. The strangest day ever. Yes, it is. I just feel so comfortable and at ease. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, hold. I felt that one.
So what if I start pulling my weight around back there?
Go ahead, try it. Wait, I don't want to go on the road.
I know. It's a good thing our ambulance driver had a spare Scion sitting around.
Did I mention I'm going to set it down? No!
The Scion XB, clearly the superior vehicle. Jamie, clearly the superior driver. Support companies that support roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Go inside the motorhome.
I feel like alcohol would help here. Take your coach, slow my reactions down. I feel like this is the one motorsport in life where you don't want all your senses working at 100%. This time on Roadkill, Dave picks the wrong vehicle to fail at drag racing in front of a lot of people.
To be fair, it was the right vehicle for failure, right? Thank you. We suck! Again. Show up in a couple of days. I'm gonna get started on this thing now. I've got help from Lucky Costa from Hot Rod Garage. What the heck? Steve Dulcich from Roadkill Garage.
Man, this looks pretty good.
I'm sure you'll see shop manager Kalen around in the background, and you're gonna see a bunch of other Roadkill cars because we're getting ready for the Zip Tie Drags, which is a Roadkill event in Tucson. We've got all these cars to get ready.
Means I cannot control the bike.
Yep. When we're done, we're gonna drive it.
The bike is just so hard to control. Oh. Crap.
Truck's a little messy. I think it was used to haul contraband. It smells kind of bad.
I think what we're gonna do is once we get the rack off of it, we're gonna weigh the truck so we know exactly how much we took off.
Whoa, don't dent the roof, dude.
Tons of muscle wings.
Any guesses?
I'm gonna say 5,300. That much? 50.
Like crazy. Get rid of all those exhaust hangers, and this is useless. Let's get the plasma.
Have you used the E-Style plasma car yet?
I have not.
This is just pleasure.
Really?
Just pleasure.
Well, bring it out. Alrighty. That is some stinky rubber
It's not my kind of rubber.
from the weed truck.
There you go. Look at that. It's just for driving around right now.
So much easier to work on now. I'm debating if we should cut the roof off. See, at this point, you got to decide about the functionality we're going to have and the massive weight reduction that I'm going for, and of course, the style. That's what's important here. I'd really like to get rid of as much of the body as possible and just have it full tube like the vet cart. The engine's much further forward than I thought it might be.
You're thinking crazy stuff right now, aren't you?
Oh, I'm having evil thoughts right now. Realizing since we have this big, humongous frame, instead of shortening it, what happens if the engine goes behind the driver? The engine in trans is 64 inches.
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
You're gonna put the motor back here?
That's what I'm looking at. If the front of the engine was right there, I think there's enough room for a little stubby drive shaft. We would flip the axle on top of the springs, and I think it would be...
Let's drive shaft right.
We just made the decision to put the engine in the back of the body.
I think it's a great idea. I love the idea. Mid-engine.
We're going to end up putting an axle on top of the leaf springs to lower the back of this thing radically. We're also going to have to notch the frame a little bit for that. And it's not going to take these shocks. So I'm just taking stuff apart. I've gone through the frame and just removing everything we don't need.
I'm gonna have to get the drive shaft out of here so we can lift the engine out of position.
And then Dave can have rear end free to flip it on the springs. We got it still has killer power potential when we want to grow this thing in the future. We can put killer heads on it and stuff, make a bunch of power. But right now, we're going to slam it in the back. I want to see how fast we can make this thing go for as cheap as possible. Look at that! We got plenty of drive shaft room. We got plenty of driving room in here. Look at this. Yeah, we're going to be like this. Oh man, plenty of leg room. Finnegan is going to lose his mind when he sees this. When he figures out that we're going mid-mounted on the engine, I think he's going to approve and get over it immediately. I'm super stoked now. There was a point today when I was looking at the cab and wondering if this was really that great of an idea, but the fact that we stumbled into the crew cab, it was just available to us, gave us the room to do this, it's all win. Or it will be at some point later this week. Day 2, and we've already made a whole bunch of progress on this thing. I can't believe it's this far gutted. So Steve is going to work on the engine a little bit. He's trying to get some broken studs out of it. And over here, Lucky is working on just hacking all sorts of brackets off the frame that we don't need.
So for all the people out there that do their amount of modifications of frames, they come across these rivets which never come loose unless you crash into something. The key is a sharp tip on a air jammer. And you can pull through it. Set the head on, punch the rivet out. Done.
Well, we're about to put the new spring saddles on this thing for the flip kit. Well, those springs compressed pretty good, didn't they? Yeah, you made us take all those leaves out. Yeah. Now imagine all the weight on it. You can see we're going to need a C-notch. Too soft. Now that we know roughly where this is going to go, let's make our engine happen.
Skateboard it up, man.
Now that we have the rear end mocked up in there, we know about where the pinion is going to be, and so we can take the engine and mock it where we want it to be and start building brackets. These go right in here, and then they will have a tube welded through them so that they don't crush when we tighten the bolt, and the tube will also act as a spacer to take up this space. Turns out the transmount's going to be pretty easy. Straight across here, little flat piece going to the transmount, boom, shakalaka.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is do a tab on the end and make it so that we weld the outside up.
Yep, perfect.
Hello, Leo. What's up?
Making the floor in here. This whole thing is
Just
not
gonna
happening like it
chilling and doing some
like,
Pokemon.
This job, move on to the next one. Everything is sort of intertwined. Like now, we're partially locked up. Therefore, we have the engine partially locked up.
Yes. Hi, Leo. Hello. I don't know. Who is a bestie? I don't know who it is. Could be anybody.
And parallel to the frame rails, Freiberger is going to weld this in. Once this is
Oh wait, no.
come in, flag on
Hoodie?
the
Question mark?
fabricated, that's going to catch the transmission mount in the back, and this
I could be wrong. I don't remember anything. I gotta heal up. Hi, Leo. So who are you, Bolts Plays?
We just got the engine and trans
I there's a lot of people that I would consider that, so I have no idea.
Once I put the seats in, I feel like the visual will come together because I can start to see like where the
No
roll
clue.
cage is gonna go, and I'll feel better. Ooh, find out if the header's fit. It's gonna fit like it was made for.
I feel like that happened to a lot of people, so I have no idea.
They had this mid-engine placement in mind when they designed these. Look at that. That points directly at the trans-cross member. No, that's all right.
How about flipping them over just for fun?
Do they fit upside down? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the frame, bro.
It is pretty graceful looking.
I'm surprised you're even here. If you are actually controlled, that'd be hilarious.
Just like stylish. Let's see if this is right.
Yeah, I have no idea. I legit don't know.
With a floor. I'm like a straight.
It could be control. It could be literally anybody from Ballista's gang.
Can't wait to see
Like,
you drive
honestly.
to the station and the cops run for their cars to catch you.
This is
I have no idea.
roll bar we never used for the Rotson. And
Your sidekick? What is it, Mark?
we cut it short.
Who else? Was Ricky? No. I have no idea. Just fucking tell me.
Here, Lucky brought his bender, and we're
Let
making it
me get my genius wearing.
represent the roof of the roll cage and give us a place to put the windshield. Yeah, you wouldn't want to.
No, you don't, Leo.
That. I would go further forward because
Well then,
we'd like to be able to get.
well then, say who you are.
Yeah, and we're gonna put an X in it.
I mean, it could be anybody.
Okay, well, it's been a long day. We've gotten a whole lot done. We're still fiddling with roll cage tubing, but I think we're gonna make this one down bar and then get out of here. Come back Monday, and Finnegan will be here to critique all our fabrication.
Question. Do I have you on Snapchat? Because that'll tell me who you are.
About it.
Okay, yeah, then I don't know who you are. You could be anybody. Just say who you are, and then I'll be like, oh, wow, I never knew, wow. I'm fighting you?
I like that they'll warm the tires. And if
Oh, you're
anything goes
Ballista?
wrong,
Are you Ballista?
oil on the tires, so.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
forgot.
I like that.
Everything is engineered for a reason.
Yeah. Now back here is
Senior
the
Duckman.
radiator, fuel cell. There's a lot to do. 4 days.
So I was kind of correct. You are part of Ballista's gang, being Ballista and all.
Happy with that.
Then okay, if you're not Ballista, then who are you?
So we're really not going to do too much to the engine. The TBI here
Hmm?
needs to go. We're going to change that and put an aftermarket aluminum intake manifold, a budget 4-barrel carburetor, and best of all, we're adding.
Use your words.
This manifold was actually designed way back in the 1970s, early 70s, but it's
I guessed
still
hoodie.
a very, very good piece. Keep in mind, if you're running nitrous like we're going to run on this,
Who are you, shy?
plane because it gives you better distribution.
No, that doesn't make sense either. I have no idea, bro.
Nitrous and fuel right here into the plenum.
The only guess is hoodie.
Right now we're gonna have to.
No, he's not shy.
Dulcich is working on hopping up the engine. Mike is working on making our motor mounts more safe. And Lucky and I are gonna bend up some roll cage tubing. So
Okay.
we have to be all hands on deck doing all sorts of different things. A lot of chaos in order to get this thing done. We've got 4 days and then zip tie drag.
Okay, then who are you? Just tell me. It's not hard.
Right now I'm using a hole saw type notcher. This fish mount
Oh.
is the end of the
You are what? Zachary 2007?
so that there's a nice seam where it can be welded. Kind of not the right.
Probably.
The thing about nitrous is, it's just so darn easy to install.
Well, no, it isn't. I mean, it's literally just paper. That's all it is.
Blue, fuel is red. And right here, I'm capping it
I
off.
mean, it's not like it's a German wall or a European wall or, you know what I mean? I'm American, so it's an American wall.
Pretty good unit. We'll have to see how it runs, but probably pretty good. Yeah, we're figuring out how to use the stock truck steering column here. By we, I mean Lucky.
Because you really need that cruise control when you're driving a mid-engine, 1-ton drag buggy. brake pedal.
See if it works.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So the idea was to use the stock pedal box. And
Get wrecked.
we're going to go ahead and use part of it. I simulated the firewall and dashboard cowl with this bar. That holds
Yeah, it's definitely Zachary.
pedal assembly pivot point is still out of the stock pedal box, and I'm just really.
I don't know. How's your sheep going?
It's me.
The roll cage is rapidly
You know, I could just ban you from the stream and then just never unban you, and it would be okay with me. I wouldn't even care.
and mount it back here like a little bit of a wing. This thing visually needs like some weight back here.
And I know you wouldn't care either. I'm just saying.
And so the radiator's gonna go there. Obviously, we're gonna need to plumb all the water, and then we're gonna have a fuel cell here. And I think we're gonna hang nitrous bottles off the roll cage.
Yeah, I know you don't.
As you can see, we've got the radiator mounted. Lucky made these really cool brackets, and it's all nice and tight. What I'm gonna do now is
I'm just saying it'd be funny.
fans. We've got two of these big
No, technically you were half my viewers. I have 4. Why would I even need to do that? Like, what's the point? What's the point in alting on Twitch? There's like 0 point.
Here's a tech tip. Kalen found a set of these old Flowmasters sitting around, and you can see
Plus, I'm pretty sure that could easily get you banned.
obviously we don't want
Hi, Ballista.
big block, but you can hack the end off of it like I've done right there with the plasma cutter and open it up to the other side, and then I'll be able to weld the exhaust tubing directly to it like that.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, look, it's a ballista. Let's kill it. The duck. Actually, technically, it's a baby ballista because it's duck. Ducklet.
how this thing sits.
The baby ballista.
Highball it and go, all right, hey, we want the front lower, the back lower, and when we do that, that's going to dictate our pinion angle, which
There we
is
go.
going to dictate where we mount the back of the transmission. So,
Like there. Now it can go in. There we go.
oh, it's like it's wheeling already. You may want to put a couple leaves back in there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's almost all the way touching the frame.
Yeah. It'd be great not to have to see.
We're going to have to.
Put a couple leaves in it, lower the front, call it good.
Oh wow, those slicks really make the vehicle.
Yeah. It needs smaller front tires then.
Yeah.
Those are too big.
Well, now we're down to 2 days. We've officially named the vehicle the Ugly Truckling. That came off some.
I'm surprised Hoodie's not here yet.
We can't credit him. And we have a whole lot of stuff to do, and I've marked the stuff that's optional, and it's only just a very
No.
few things. But we still have.
That's not even right. I upgraded my CPU since then.
And driving and road tripping to Arizona.
Everything else is pretty accurate. Oh no, and the monitor changed. Forgot about that. Real. Damn. I'm actually surprised Hoodie isn't doing. He just doesn't. He does like sometimes less than me, and it's kind of crazy. Plus, he likes Pokemon. I'm surprised he's not here.
Want an equal and opposite angle at the pinion. 3.5 nose up. Half a degree.
I thought he used to sell what was it, mangoes or something. Yeah, if you ever talk to Hoodie, I'll ask him about his time in the mango selling business. I think it was mangoes. I could be wrong. It could have been something else. Turn that down.
In place It's a miracle we even have one.
Carter Freiberger's plan for this truck was to lower it, and he did that by flipping the axle from beneath the leaf springs to on top of the leaf springs. And what that did was that decreased the distance between the axle tube and the frame rail. These are bound to run into each other. So we're gonna cut this out by about 2 inches higher, and then we're gonna take these Veltec bolt-in C-notch plates and burn this up.
Everything we bought was 75% yesterday, so it's solid. Most of what's left is like wire.
Day of the build, and yesterday was really productive. Check this out. We got a lot done. It now has floors, which were built out of the hood of the truck. We have 2 seats with seat belts. The motor and trans fully locked down. We have a drive shaft seat. We have riveting seats. So when Freiberger jumps, the axle drive shaft is full out.
Buttoning up all the plumbing on the cooling system. Our 1.5-inch aluminized muffler pipe is what it is. The cool thing is it's treated on the inside and the outside. It won't rust. The car is life and quick. Not quite long with the pipe. So I like these. Scratch ready. Oh yeah, we can do it in the car too. Good idea.
And for those people that are really indecisive about what they want to do.
Doing the wrong thing the right way. Oh, these springs, that's
cute.
a lot lighter than what was on there before.
Okay, so we went to the catalog and we looked everywhere for a 1-ton truck coilover conversion. We couldn't find one. Plus, the engine's not here anymore. The cab's not here anymore. We needed a special frame rate. So we gave a call to Ritech, John over at Ritech. We told him what we were doing. We got it happened.
Plumbing, and like I don't have the right fuel pressure regulator, and we don't have a throttle position sensor that we need for the transmission controller, and all this other stuff is just stacking up right now. We're making a zillion runs to the parts store.
That's too low. Yep. That's got 0 spring.
I'd say it needs to crank up more. We've got a coilover shock absorber with Ritech setup, and it has an adjustable ring that goes up and down so that you can adjust where the bottom of the coil spring is. System works. Do it. Right?
Whoa, filled up. That's crazy. Life is good.
Okay, fuel system officially handled. We're pretty close. Let's put wheels and tires on. I like those off-road tires, Dolchek.
We're about to go on a test drive finally. And I like having things legal.
The moment has come. We're actually gonna fire this thing up and drive it away. Fuel on, lights. Whoa! Alright. Goes.
Give me an oil pressure check via the rearview mirror.
It's good.
Alright.
This thing's really long.
It's like driving a motorhome.
Man, that smoke is deadly. Oh, we need goggles or a windshield or helmet. This is bad. So the trans is doing everything it's supposed to?
Yep.
Good enough for me. Let's get on the road.
Alright.
Ready?
Hit it.
Ah! This is undrivable. How do people ride motorcycles with no helmets?
I think they're bitter. The bitterness gives them a protective layer.
Look at the inside the air cleaner.
Crank it.
Uh-oh. That was funny. All right, this is a death trap. Yeah. I love it. Now that this thing is done and outside, I think it looks way cooler than I was anticipating from seeing it inside the shop for so many days. And that's a good thing, because I suspect that it is way heavier than I want it to be, and I know it's way slower than I want it to be, and we don't have a full nitrous bottle. But we got to hit the road anyway, and tomorrow morning we're either making a windshield happen, or we're getting helmets, or we're getting goggles, or something. Goal number 1 achieved. We made it here to Irwindale Speedway, which is our local drag strip and circle track. We did trailer it out here, and so when we take off, it's going to be the very first miles we've actually put on the thing. But I brought the Lexan, so we're going to make a windshield on this thing. We've got all of our friends here who brought their cars out, and we're going to caravan the Tucson Dragway. Everyone ready for fun? Oh, that's not bad. Well, that's virtually done. Oh, we can drill a hole through this thing up. Well, it just bottomed, so I don't think we want them looser.
I already feel wind.
Me too. Oh good, there's already a highway patrol. Maybe they'll end our misery quickly. I can read the gauges. We're in good shape so far. Temperature's good, oil pressure great. I think at this point it's let out so much water.
Yeah, I feel heat. This must be hot back here.
Yeah.
So we're driving along, having a good old time, enjoying our ugly truckling. Except the truckling wasn't happy. In fact, it was vomiting water everywhere. Emptied half the radiator, actually. Freiberger decided that the radiator cap was no good, so we bought one of those, and while we were here, I decided we needed somewhere for that water to go when it would vomit. So, 1 gallon water jug, a couple of zip ties, and we're back on the road.
I think it'll be smooth sailing. My rearview mirror gauges say yes.
All right.
We're officially in Arizona. Now, gas just got 80 cents cheaper. Well, I'm cruising along with this guy. Think the fuel pump dead? It's on. It's just a primary goal that I'm just driving along, things start to stumble and won't accelerate. Get no tools.
Like a 5/8.
Nope. Actual tools, which we don't have with us. Because why would you bring tools with you when you have something like this? Well, apparently a fan pulled over and has tools. This 11/16? Yes. All right, ready for gas spurt? Okay. I opened that. Let's go to the filter.
Because the engine didn't want to run very well. And then we decided to show off and troubleshoot a fuel system that really didn't need troubleshooting. Because turns out there wasn't any gas in the tank.
Ready for your headlights in action?
Yeah.
Please don't break it. We're not there yet. All right, next stop, gas station at Chillin Dragway. Yeah. We're setting records for how many times we can stop in, a 3-mile distance. Hey! Yo!
Oh, thank you.
Watch yourself. I'm winning. I am here. Yeah! Made it! Man. Ready for the victory dance?
Ready for beer.
So, we finished this thing 24 hours ago, and today we drove 500 miles at 85 miles an hour on drag stripes. We didn't get a ticket, we didn't get arrested, we didn't get dead, we made it to the zip tie drags. Thanks for coming. Hey everyone, we gotta also thank Lucky Costa and Steve Dulcich who helped us thrash. We built this whole thing in 6 days, and it's a thing of beauty. All right, hear me. Somebody here's got to have a beer.
Where's the bonfire?
Where? Let's go stand there. Man, this has been an awesome day. It's been a thrash all week long. Actually getting here in the truck lane is like a major victory because I never have to drive it on the highway again. I hope. Tomorrow, it's going to get even better. 4,000 people and some drag racing. It's going to be slow, but I refuse to disappoint. Well, it's Saturday morning here at the Zip Tie Drags at Tucson Dragway.
There we go.
We're just about to scale this thing. My tailbone is... It is not going to be anything close to fast. That is terrible. That motor's not spinning a tire.
Nitrous. Okay, new goal. Can we spin one tire on the bottle? I think we can.
Okay.
We can knock at least 2 seconds off of this with nitrous.
This thing is so gutless. It literally needs another 1,000 horsepower.
Ooh, 12-second ugly truckling. That has a nice ring to it. Wow.
All I have to say is it ain't overheating. That's all I got.
We win then.
Yeah.
We win.
What'd it do?
Oh God, dude, way better than we thought it would.
Really?
14,
Really?
94 miles an hour.
94.
Yeah, it could be a 12-second truck.
It could be if we just spray it with like a 300 shot.
Or leave the line, more RPM.
Wow. Or you can't really.
But we can fix that.
Yeah.
Nitrous.
Yeah. So nitrous up?
Yes.
All right.
It's time.
We're gonna have to put nitrous on this thing and try again later, but right now zip tie drags must go on. We're gonna go like sign some autographs for some people, see some show cars, get some racing started, and we'll be back. The Roadkill Zip Tie Drags event was born here at Tucson Dragway a couple years ago. Basically, it is just a big fan get-together. We hang out with people, we get to have a look at their cars that they brought for the show. People can race their cars down the track, and we hang out with some autograph sessions. It's just a good time. Okay, it's nitrous time. While we've been out doing the event, these guys have been working on getting all the nitrous ready to go, and so I'm just working on pace. I go out there and I stab this little button and things go quick.
This truckish thing has already run 1466 at 94 miles an hour, and they've superheated the bottle to about 1400 psi, which is about 500 more than you ever want to put in a nitrous system. Nothing's going to go wrong with this plan. This is going to be awesome, or it's going to go horribly wrong, and we'll need that paramedic down there. Good luck. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a little more spring here. Don't be nervous, Dave.
I'm not.
Okay, try it again.
Okay.
Okay, do this.
Good, the pressure's down.
Test.
The tune is way bad. I don't see any smoke behind me, but that was no good.
All right, well, so we picked up a second and about 9 miles an hour. It took off, but it puffed a bunch of black smoke. You could tell it was really fat. So I'm just gonna take the fuel pressure out. I'm guessing it's at like 7 right now. It should probably be closer to 6 or 5.5. So I'm just gonna turn it like one full turn and send it back out there. All Thank you.
Yeah, the top end, I don't know if you saw the camera, I went off the button and it accelerated. That means there's a serious nitrous problem. 75 at 103. That's a lot better than 1466. But we know it can be improved. Well,
All right, turn it off. I'll tell you the good news.
well, the good news is it went 12.
You are now a member of the 100-mile-an-hour club. That's legit right there. You can't just buy that.
So 1275, 103. Okay, this is gonna blow your mind.
Fun. Did it lay over again?
It spun real bad. It was laying over real hard, so I lifted off the button and it accelerated. So it's a full-on nitrous
It's a
tube.
good nitrous tube. Well, you didn't have enough bottom pressure when you left.
Yeah. So that's about as good as it gets, I think.
That's 12-second truck.
Well, that didn't go exactly as I hoped. It was a great plan to just take a vehicle and strip all of the weight off of it, like those guys did when they were building drag cruisers in the 60s. But the fatal flaw was that the garbage still weighed way too much and didn't make enough power. We ran in the 12s with it. I would really like to see this thing at least in the 9s in order to be impressive. But in typical roadkill fashion, it was not the result, but the we got the right money and bullshit. Fatal flaw was all of
There she is.
Beautiful. Beautiful machine.
Let's play a game called Things That Seem Better in Theory than in Real Life. El Camino,
I've actually lived my whole life by that, playing that game.
Wisconsin in January.
Yeah.
Standing on a frozen lake in January. This is a bad idea. I'll just say this is an idea. Yes, we are in Illinois, and 7 to 8 hours north of us, directly north, straight up, is a lake in Merrill, Wisconsin. Crazy people drag race their cars with tires that have nails in them. Seriously. And we're all gung-ho to do that. We were gung-ho to do that until we arrived here and realized here in Illinois, it's approximately 32 degrees.
those of you unfamiliar with the Earl Camino, it's our 1977 El Camino that Finnegan and I bought from a guy named Tex Earl in episode 69. It has a small block with iron heads, camshaft, carb, intake, and headers. Probably makes 350 horsepower, and it's got a turbo 350 with a shift kit in it. We went to North Carolina to a swamp, pulled it out of a barn, spent several days getting this thing back in great running order, then put the largest bottle of nitrous we could find in it in the bag and ran it down the drag strip. When I say ran it down the drag strip, what I mean is I exploded the transmission on launch and hosed down an entire 8-mile track.
It might be the end of that transmission. We ended up leaving the car with our friend Biggin for almost a year. We're deciding to give it a chance at the glory it deserves. Biggin got a head start by making the car a little more streetable before shipping it out so we can take old Earl, Wisconsin and run it at the Merrill Ice Tracks. Because if we already failed horribly going down asphalt, why not attempt to do the same thing on ice this time? So this is Midwest Images. This is a custom shop in Illinois. My buddy Mike Cotton owns the place. He builds hot rods and mini trucks. And we are here because he is much closer to drag racing on ice in Wisconsin than the Earl Camino is. We're making it this time because it's only 7 hours. Right. This is gonna go well.
Why did we get him to stop throwing belts or not? No, right?
That happened when it exploded.
You know, I went out and bought a car like this after we got home.
Did you?
I was so stoked. Yeah, I bought a 74 Malibu.
Quality parts from Sonex. Instead of having a 306 first gear, it has a 284. So Earl Camino, gonna leave hard. It has a Yank converter, custom built for this application that's billet. Everything in here is brand new. One technician assembles this start to finish, dyno tunes it, crates it, including the fluid, including the dipstick, kick down cable, transport, everything, ships it out to you. And if you ever have an issue, that's who you're gonna talk to on the phone. Love these guys. Remarkably, our transmission is shorter than our old one, and now our door shaft is too short. This never happens. Usually when you go from a 3-speed to a 4-speed with overdrive, the drive shaft's too long. Not today. Not on roadshow.
We may be able to just find the one that is the right length. That's what we're hoping for, too.
We got
Use the internet, man.
So, that Barry Grant, we're just concerned that it's worn out. Could be a bunch of corrosion inside of it. This thing doesn't want to run. We've got this fresh Holly set up. This will be better and easier to tune, so that's going on there. I bet once this is all filled with gas, it'll fire right up.
Look at this. This is our new Innovate wideband air fuel ratio gauge. It's gonna tell us in real time how our engine is running. And ideally, it would be right here front and center. So that can happen. Only took 6 hours instead of 24. We're gonna get this in right now. Changes. Go ahead. I gave it some time.
You have the pump off, right? Yeah, it's out.
And this engine was supposed to be rebuilt.
Yeah. Sometime in the mid-90s. So our El Camino does not want to fire up after sitting for 10 months or so. And one of the problems with sitting in the plugs out, it's super soaked in gas and oil, which means it's going to be really hard to start. It's because it either was running super rich and also may have some oil issues from bad rain or something like that. Not good. This one's fresh. You can see no garbage on it. Nice sharp corner on the electrodes. This will help it fire right up.
Like a champ. Maybe some donuts in the snow because it's supposed to. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Brown milkshake garbage. So
why is that, Tony?
Likely the head gases on this thing are smoked.
Why is that, Tony?
I guess Tex must have sold us a bum motor. I don't know, man.
fix the problem. This is roadkill. We're just gonna ignore it. Put the phone on.
Hell yeah, don't turn
Wait
it
for it
off.
to snow before it really screws things. Okay, it won't run with the hood on.
It hates the hood. Copy that. Right now.
Like Fonzie. Let's go on an adventure.
Working on 260 there.
That ain't bad. We didn't get very far.
I can see the shop from here. Alright, so the belt came off immediately.
At 2,000 RPM.
And,
So
It
that
got
actually
super
was
hot.
280 degrees.
280 degrees. Not good. Not in the good zone.
This is a recurring problem, but it didn't start occurring until Leadfoot over here did
Oh,
all
here we
the
go.
extra.
You know you're supposed to hit the gas when you're racing. Everybody knows that, right?
I feel good about this.
What?
I feel good about this. Can I get an extra belt or 10?
Oh, yeah.
They're running good though. Sounds good. Well, we don't have a volt gauge, so it was news to us that the charging system wasn't working. And we only discovered it after things in the car started malfunctioning. Like the back started getting weird, O2 sensors stopped working. For the charging system.
Nothing has charged the car since we got the top this afternoon. So we got a battery brought to us to the side of the road, threw it in, limped our way to this auto zone, ran out of gas at one point, filled it back up. Now we're here, crudely reinstalling our wiring system. And look at that beauty. Look at it.
About all of this. With enough insulation.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah. Not a fire hazard at all.
Wait, that is the battery. This battery. That's not going to the battery. Okay.
That's troubleshooting, friends.
Also, if you're going to break down, try to break down in an AutoZone parking lot. Okay, right. That's why I left work. Got no exciter wire.
So the difference between parts replacers and mechanics is their ability to realize their own tomfoolery and mistakes. We just changed an alternator. And then we discovered the exciter wire going to the old alternator had no voltage going to it, thereby rendering the old alternator useless and the new one. Back to the store to buy more stuff to replace more things.
I hot-wired the igniter right to the positive terminal. Now this thing is charging, and we're gonna hit the road. Thursday,
We're early.
sort of.
Yeah.
It's 6 degrees here in Chicago.
6.
Yeah, we drove 240 miles last week.
I believe it's minus 14 where we're headed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hang out in Chicago for a little while, get some deep dish pizza,
Mm.
job where it's warm. Dude, killer day already. And now we are inside of Speed Inc. here in Schaumburg, Illinois, and we're gonna tune this thing. We're gonna make it run as good as we possibly can before we go see it. I mean, drive it. I nailed it. 284.
284 ain't bad, dude. Threw the belt off again for the 9 millionth time, and it's a little bit lean, but like rock steady. Keeps popping off, and it's getting really frustrating because we just don't have good alignment. So you need a fan spacer, or I guess I could throw a washer behind the water pump pulley, but really the whole thing is kind of rigged up in there, and it would take some real doing to fix it.
We put 4 main jets in it, dropped the air fuel ratio from 13.5 to 1 down to 13 to 1, picked up 10 pounds of torque, and it eliminated a bog down low when you first get into the hole. But up top, horsepower didn't really move it much at all, maybe 1. So we're gonna throw 2 degrees of timing in it right now, see if it picks up there, and if it doesn't, we're tuning it NA, and there's a snowstorm coming, so I think we're gonna hit the road.
But it runs clean, and it's making like 285 horsepower with these giant mud and snow heavy ass tires in the bag. I think I'm happy with this.
It sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds darn. If the belt would stay on, we'd be in business.
We got almost 300 pound-feet of torque at the tires now, and then the belt fell off.
Yep.
And so did the pickup with the RPM trace, so we don't know what the horsepower is.
But I'm assuming it's probably better. We're probably in the neighborhood of 300 horsepower with tires.
I think we are.
I think we're good.
So it stops smoking.
Put the
Maybe
belt
get a
on.
belt that
Get out of
fits,
here, yep.
put some coolant in it, and drive. The snow's coming.
So is lots. They're calling for like 8 to 14. No big deal.
Now, what I want you to not do is test out our newfound power since we're driving into a blizzard now, okay?
I get it.
We don't have any coolant flow because the temp just kept climbing and climbing. It kind of settled around 250 degrees, and then at some point, the heater just stopped blowing hot air out. So
We know there's no coolant flowing until we get torque. So.
yeah.
On the bright side, the slush is gone. Remember all that sludge?
Yeah.
Totally gone now.
Where is it?
Well, it's probably at the bottom.
I feel cheated about it. little bit. Just... Turn it on. Hold it there. There we go. Finally. Alright, so it's due. It snowed in our car last night. Ironically, we're over like 10 times. I can't see it. Right. All I'm seeing
cylinder heads off of this thing to find and fix our coolant leak. It is raining under this car. This is something I've never experienced. Yeah, put the car up on the lift, put on your rain gear.
Plowed it in here, man. It was like we just scooped up so much and then brought it right in.
Why they don't fit. These valves don't even fit in this head.
So with the first inspection of these heads, now that they're off, seeing a couple problems. This intake valve's got a big shark out of it. That's never good. That could be from detonation or something like that. Definitely some damage or something went through the motor. This exhaust valve, I noticed that it's not seated in as far as these other two. And the more I look at it, then I notice that it's actually a different valve. You see how thin, how it's shaped? Up, big on this one,
When we took that head off, the first two head bolts I pulled out, the middle ones gushed out, and there wasn't any sealant on the threads. And all of those head bolts need thread sealant on them because they're not blind. They go right into coolant. If you don't seal them, they're going to leak. And that could very well be why we were leaking coolant into the combustion chamber and having it come out the tailpipe. So we're getting heads. Sold. A little detour, that's all. These are beautiful.
yeah, these are way nicer than the whole car.
And it's going to be lighter, which is fast.
So we went down and did a little bit of support at a local speed shop because we had to get right back on the road. And the only thing they had that would work right out of the box for us were a killer set of Dart Pro 1 aluminum cylinder heads. They've got 185cc intake runners, 64cc chambers, with a little bit more compression. But best part is they're set up for a hydraulic slash traffic cam, which we have. We can bolt them on, and if our push rods are the right length, we can just hit the road.
More importantly, they have accessory bolt holes in the cylinder heads, which is the real reason we bought new heads. It was so that we could bolt the alternator on here and keep the belt from flying off. People, that's the tip here.
Yes.
When your belt falls off, let's not think about that.
He's got hammers, dude.
We have hammers. This will not go in there because of that header. This and this will solve the problem.
He's after coding, he says. Doesn't seem right. You sure?
Doesn't look right from where I'm standing.
You sure this is right? Okay. I'm sure this is good for me, right?
Bye.